2:30 CBS. One of the last times you're going to see music that you're very familiar with, Aaron. You used to call games and that music would be coming in.
Yeah.
And UJ dominates Tennessee. And some of y'all may take this the wrong way. Y'all are officially entering your murder ball phase of your dynasty. And the dominance is impressive, but not very fun to watch. I mean, I like Carson Beck was awesome, and he's probably the most fun part of the team because he really sees the whole field. Like, I mean, he knows it is. If that man returns, he's going to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Like he is awesome. He can pick apart a defense, but I'll be damned if I didn't give it a temptation. And on my other screen, I actually got some chess games going and was more almost listening to the Georgia-Tennessee game than watching too closely, because after that initial touchdown run, they beat the dog shit.
Hey, listen, at least they got it over with in one play. I mean, I joked this last week. What I say, just spot the team 7 points. Georgia's defense has given up a touchdown, it seems like, almost every first possession this season, or the majority of first possessions this season. And they just got out of the way. Hey, first play, give them the 7 points, get them all, fat and happy and a little cocky. And then it's just a bloodbath from there. And I can't say enough good things about Carson, of the offensive line and the receivers. I mean, it's just so many weapons, and Bobo is doing such a great job right now. I actually had a bunch of
even yesterday. Your boy Bobo, dude. Yeah. Are they coming around? Are the Georgia fans finally coming around?
I was just about to get into that. I had so many people yesterday either tweet me or send me text messages to say, "Hey, man, like, we were wrong on Bobo."
Wow, he won over the
big time writers texting me like, "Dude, we did not give him the credit that or appreciation that he probably deserved." And yeah, I think everyone's on board now. I mean, you have to be. This offense is playing as good as anyone in the country. They spread the wealth, I think, almost as good as anyone besides maybe LSU in the country. It could be anyone's day. It truly can be anyone's day from Marcus.
I think they spread it even better than LSU. LSU has a couple of absolute fucking dogs.
Yeah.
But no, they spread it to everyone. They got like them old Drew Brees stat lines, or it'd be like 9 guys with catches. Yeah.
So the defense looked great, man. Like we said Tennessee had hit explosives. They had the one explosive. But other than that, like Joe missed a couple opportunities too. Like Joe had a couple of guys down the field where, I remember one, it was a fake over vertical, and he had squirreled for a potential like 70-yard touchdown, and he overthrew him. And, listen, you could throw a ball 80 yards, 90 yards, 100 yards, whatever it is, but if you can't throw it accurately, it doesn't matter. So Tennessee had their chances to make explosive plays through the air. They just didn't capitalize them. And then, you look at Georgia's secondary too, like, you give them credit. Like, there were some, they weren't that wide open for the majority of the day. Kamari continues to play well. Javon, Tyke plays extremely hard at the nickel position. He's an absolute beast. It's a great defense that can run fast and make it pretty damn difficult for you on the back end.
Can you believe that we're this deep in the NFL season? Well, check it out. We got to make every second count. And with the DraftKings Sportsbook app, you can make the most out of every game day. You can bet on your favorite teams for a shot at winning big bucks. And right now, new customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on any NFL matchup. That's right. Any NFL matchup right now, $5, you get $150 instantly in bonus bets. You want to bet your hometown team, you want to bet away team, it's all there for you. And remember, if you're returning customers, always great game day deals and boosts and offers going down on the DraftKings app. And you can always do your multi-game or same-game parlay. So get in on the action with the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You download the app now. Use the code T-Bob. Okay, if you're a new customer, TBOB, new customers, $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on the NFL. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code T-Bob. The crown is yours.
Goat Dog says, for like Mike Tyson, starting out a fight, asking the other fighter, put me now, and then being disappointed with the punch. Yeah. I mean that,
It's like Rocky Balboa. Just take the hits. and then come
Bro,
back.
you
with a
ain't
lift.
no. See, no. See, that's the fucking problem, though. See, that's the fucking problem, though. Y'all still think you're Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa had actual vulnerability. Like Rocky Balboa actually lost fights. Like he wasn't the most talented. He just had heart. Y'all are much more Ivan Drago in this situation. Y'all are much like you ain't the good guys anymore, guys. You got to accept it. You are the empire. You are the Romans crucifying 30,000 Gauls to try to subdue their lands. It's basically what you did to Tennessee in Neyland yesterday. And that's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, that's the best place to be as a fan base. Everybody else may hate you, but I mean, you get to live a
I don't think
charmed
Georgia.
lifestyle.
I don't think they. I had some doubts early in the season, watching the team and watching some other teams across the country. I don't think that if Georgia plays the way they've played the past 2 weeks, there's no one in the country that will beat them.
Yeah,
there's no one. They are deeper, more talented. There is not a major weakness. Like, are there areas where that aren't as good as other possible areas? Like you're talking about like a B+ defensive line compared to like an A+ defensive backfield. Like that's why there's, you kind of pick on the D line because the DBs are so much better, but there's not an area where if I'm an opposing team, I'm like, oh, this is where we can have success for 4 quarters. Like maybe you have a possession here or two, like we've seen where Ole Miss had a quarter, Tennessee had 1 drive, but I've yet to see a team, especially as of late, be able to play 4 quarters with Georgia. Like, yeah, you come out swinging because
the only team
champs,
was Auburn, but nobody.
You wear yourself out after a quarter, and they just kind of laugh and say, "That's all you got." But
Yeah,
this is
no,
a 4-quarter game, and you can't compete with us for 4 quarters.
The only team was Auburn. Now, I expected Tennessee to have more moments. Like, I mean, that was our exact breakdown, right? Tennessee would have their moments, but they couldn't compete over 60. They had approximately 20 seconds worth of a moment. It was a good moment. It was pretty tight when they ran that touchdown in. Nealon's popping off, and then it just like
I was just getting in my car.
Crater.
I was just getting in my car, and I'm like, wait, how the hell did Tennessee score already?
It absolutely cratered. So clearly the number 1 team, clearly the favorite to win another championship, because the rise of Georgia has also been mirrored by a continued lack of another elite feeling team. So a lot of good teams, a lot of great teams, a lot of frisky teams that we'll get into, but nobody. And it's funny too, because imagine that Georgia has the most talent in the country, or whatever, 3rd most on blue chip ratio. Imagine that. They're good. That's why, like, I about had a brain aneurysm because I'm starting to see this creeping around. People saying that Nick Saban should be SEC Coach of the Year. Can we all fucking remember that he has more 4 and 5 stars in the roster than any team in the country? Fuck you if you think I'm going to give Coach of the Year to that man over Eli Drinkwitz or Lane Kiffin. Missouri has signed 5 stars in the modern recruiting era. Alabama has 15 on the team right now. Get the fuck. Like, I'm not giving you Coach of the Year, Nick Saban, just because you fucked up the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Get the hell out. And look, and Kirby's awesome too. And the dominance is such that you could, like, he's entered that, like, you could give it to. It's like when
Eli needs to get in.
Yes,
he's done.
Yes.
Who they? I don't even know who they have next week, but I'm pretty sure
they have Arkansas. They're at Arkansas, so they should absolutely get the 10-2.
10-2 with 2 close losses to Georgia and LSU. Like, come on now, Eli Drinkwitz, Coach of the Year. I don't know why it's a debate.
All right. So, anything else on Georgia? I mean, again, that's another one where, like, what do you say besides Carson Beck's awesome? The defense is awesome. The weapons are awesome. Kirby Smart is an awesome coach, and he's entered that phase where you could make the argument of making him Coach of the Year every year, like you could have, like with Michael Jordan with MVP back in the day, where, like, eventually at a certain point they're like, I mean, we just got to get
we're gonna slowly get into the discussion at some point of ranking the past 3 seasons of Georgia football. Of, it may not be that the defense is not as good as the past 2 years, but this offense is better.
I was about to say the offense is getting to the point now where it's like, how would this team,
I would take this offense for the past 2 years.
No doubt. But that's what I'm saying. So how would this team, though, if you want to play the hypothetical great, like, how would they match up with Georgia of last year or the one before? No, I won't. You can save that for your fucking Players Lounge content. I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that conversation at all. I don't give a fuck about that conversation.